We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow! Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SideScrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. It's Finish Strong Friday. Here we are, ready to go. Hello, Blabs.
Hi, I am so happy it's Friday.
Oh, it's so happy. Just enjoy
So
us.
happy. Listen.
Yes.
I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow. It's gonna be fantastic. Just chill before it's gonna be super busy in the next couple weeks.
Wait, like, you mean like I'm making you wake up so early to do your job?
No. I'm just saying it's gonna be super busy the next couple of weeks, is it not?
This is
right?
true, yes.
So tomorrow is like the last weekend of just chilling before full speed ahead. So I'm very excited to just chill.
Yeah, the next, this is it. This is your last little break for a little bit, because we are putting the pedal to the metal, if you will.
So I'm gonna go play outside and stuff.
Go frolic?
Yeah.
Do a little
I
frolicking
hope so.
outside?
It's really nice now.
Oh, that's good.
I was outside before. I was like getting the mail. I'm like, oh, it's really nice out.
My mom was like, what's up with Blabs posting all those things on her social media, like frolicking and stuff? I was like, I don't know.
She has Twitter?
Listen, my mom is straight up ghost following you all over the place.
Holy shit! Hi, Mom.
Yeah. But she's like, why is she dressing up in those things and like spinning in pictures and stuff? I was like, I don't
Why
know.
wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I go spinning in the woods? What the shit? She has my number, doesn't even ask me this in person, goes and asks you instead. I'm a bit offended.
Okay, but let's be real, Blabs. Let's just say the first interaction my mom, if she was to text you, would be like, "Dear Blabs, why do you spin? Why are you spinning and frolicking in woods?"
The greater question is, why isn't she frolicking and spinning in the woods? It's fantastic. You get fresh air, you get a little movement around, you work your joints after sitting all day.
Well, she is a master of frolicking, everybody, and that's why she's here, which is great.
Mistress of frolic.
Okay, nice. Couple great guests joining us today, and I wonder if they are frolickers as well. Joining us now for the first time on the show, the amazing Rev and Strawb. How are y'all?
We're good. How are you? Yeah, we're doing good. How are you guys?
Chat.
Hello, chat.
Do y'all
frolic?
Y'all big frolickers?
No,
on
actually,
the occasion. I mean,
we're locked in our houses all the time.
well, we try to go and touch grass sometimes.
I'm just imagine. I don't know, like Blabs. When Blabs frolics, and from what I've seen from her frolicking, she has full arms. Like she's doing the full frolic thing over here.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I would love to see your models doing that, just frolicking through the meadow or something like that.
You could put them like in one of those AI things that like will make your model do like whatever. You could have it frolicking in the woods or something.
I would love to move my hands right now, but I don't have any.
Yeah, we don't have any hands.
I'm
just
frolicking
You
in
don't
real
have
life
any
right
hands.
Well, here's the best thing about this is that we have a very active audience, and when we say, "Hey, it'd be really great if you put Rev and Strawb in the wood, frolicking," they will do that with AI, and most likely it'll be done before the end of the show, which is great.
You know what? Of all the things that have been done to us with AI, that'd probably be the nicest thing that's happened. So
Yeah, I'm supportive of that thing. As long as it's a nice thing, yeah, that's fine.
No, we have a very, very nice audience, which is good. Just a bunch of normal men who, if they can put some VTubers frolicking, they'll frolic and make them frolic, which is great. So, speaking of frolicking, joining us again, as you notice, we're going straight up wonderful production today, straight from the hood where frolicking is king. Everybody, welcome Phoenix to the show. Hello, Phoenix.
Yes, how you guys doing? I was just frolicking just about 2 seconds ago.
That's right.
And powering up at the same time. I like to combine.
Wow.
That's quite the talent.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Multitasking. Well done.
Well, before we get into all the fun things we have going on the show today, I'd like to remind everybody, if you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Join the 133,000 just normal men who have found common sense over here on YouTube, and the nearly 23,000 just normal men who have found common sense over on rumble.com/sidestrollers. A quick reminder, we are now going 3 hours on our show, a wonderful, illustrious 3 hours. And that last hour will be exclusively over at rumble.com/sidestrollers. Thanks to Rumble, part of our partnership. If you didn't know, we have this wonderful thing called Side Scrollers Plus. It's our premium platform. We have all sorts of great things. Yesterday, I'll tell you what, Phoenix, you missed it, because the game we played yesterday with the Antique Roadshow meets Price is Right, that may need to turn into a very big thing.
Yeah, I was able to watch some of it. That looked like a lot of fun. And Mitsu certainly had so much fun with that show too.
Yes. And Blabs ended up winning. Spoilers, everybody. But I encourage you to go watch it. It was really fun.
Blabbering Collector would be embarrassed if I didn't win.
Well, you won 4-3 in the battle of
still
pricing.
won.
Rev, Strawb, do you guys watch Antique Roadshow?
It's been a minute.
I have no idea what that is.
Are
I'm
you
going to be
kidding?
real.
I'm so sad.
Uh-oh.
Who is my wife?
What is it?
Oh, no.
Go
Who is
ahead and
my
tell them,
boy?
Greg.
Yeah. So Antique Roadshow, very simply, is a show where a bunch of old people bring their stuff to a actual roadshow, like a convention. And then they're like, hey, I have this cup. And this guy walks up and he goes, well, that cup is from 1997. And it has this chip on it. You can see it. That happened during the Great War of 1998 or whatever. And then at the end of it, they give you a price on an evaluation on it. So what we did yesterday was we looked at all the things that they were pricing out. We watched them describe what was happening, and then we would guess Price is Right style, and the person with the closest without going over would get a point. So we turned it into a game show. It was super fun.
So is this show still airing today, or is it like an older show?
Strawb, if I can be honest with you, this show is in like its 900th season on PBS. It is massive.
Oh, okay.
It is
That's
massive.
I watched it as
crazy.
a kid.
Okay,
Which is,
well, I'm a lot younger
ancient
than
times.
he is, so.
Well, just because you're
Oh, wow.
younger
You
doesn't.
trying to get me canceled?
I know.
So
What's
there's
going on over there?
29 seasons, and the first episode for American Antique Roadshow, mind you, was January 9th, 1997.
See, there you go.
Okay, I wasn't even alive then, so.
Oh man! Hey, hold on. Do we have? Yes, I do believe Blabs is older than somebody on the show today. This is a big deal.
Wow.
This is a very big deal. All right.
I mean, we have
Amazing.
Mally and Vara, and they're younger than me too.
How do you
I
feel,
don't know if I
Grandma?
believe that.
How does it?
Wow.
My joints hurt.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Anyways, well, you can go watch that, what we did yesterday over on sidescrollersplus.com. Use promo code PLUS. We were talking about why we're going to be so tired coming up over the next 2 weeks, because starting not this Monday coming up, but the following Monday, we're having our first ever Side Scrollers Fundathon. And you can see all of the friends who will be joining us, plus more, on your screen. We've announced that for the first time. You see Mally, you see Kirsha, you see Dez, you see Flawed and Mo, you see Melee Games, Mega Moo, all of our friends here. It's going to be such a great time. We have taken over a house, and we are going to be live for 24 hours a day with the goal of funding many of our projects that we want to do in 2026. Once again, this is not just about talking. This is about action. We want to make the claim, make the things that we think should be changed. You know, we want to make new series. We want to make new games. We want to do live events and experiences. And we are going to do all those with your help with the big Fundathon coming up starting October 20th at noon Eastern, 11 a.m., going 24 hours a day until that Friday at 11:59 p.m. So it's going to be a really, really great marathon of fun. And we've never really done anything like this before. So we're hoping you guys are supportive of it. And it doesn't backfire in our face, which is great. So join us then. One other quick thing for Side Scrollers Plus. Coming up on Thursday next week, before the Fundathon, Cecil will actually be doing a viewing of Chopping Mall, which I've never heard of it before, but it sounds, what a catchy title. Has anybody seen
It's a horror
Chopping Mall?
movie.
Well, yeah, I would imagine. So that's what Cecil loves. Have you guys ever heard of Chopping Mall before?
No.
can't say I have.
I can't say I have heard of that one.
Are you, Strawb, are you a big horror fan?
You know, I do like horror movies, but at the same time, I have to really be in the mindset to watch them because sometimes I just can't touch
She
them.
has nightmares every night.
I have like
It's a
chronic
thing.
nightmares, and I have anxiety, and I feel like sometimes I just like can't do it. But I do like it. I enjoy it, but also I can't do it sometimes.
So watching things that are meant to give you nightmares only exponentially makes it worse, I would imagine, right?
But then sometimes it's kind of like, what's the point in not watching it? Because I could watch Full House before bed and also have crazy nightmares.
You got Danny Tanner standing over you with a couple
Behind the scenes, maybe there's some nightmares there with Full House.
Yeah, in hindsight, maybe that is not helping.
You got what's the name of the doll that what's his
Annabelle.
name? What's that?
The doll?
Yeah, there was a doll that was a woodchuck.
Chucky.
Do you remember the woodchuck doll? He's like, did somebody say
wood? Yeah,
Well, that's from Full House.
Yes, Full House.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Did I miss
Joey's.
the? Yes,
Joey's,
Joey.
Like.
Did
Muppet
somebody
thingy.
say wood? That.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
You got to do the big. He'd like move his head around whenever he did it.
Wood?
Right?
Yeah.
That's right. Oh my God. Well, Strawb is going to have nightmares tonight because of Phoenix's.
Probably it'll be in my subconscious.
I have that effect on people.
All right. Well, look, we're gonna have a great show today. I'm glad you're with us. We are getting into some things that Asmongold was saying online, which is always fun and exciting, and him calling the online left animals, as you can see from the title of today's episode. We're gonna get into more Hasan collar gate, as things have only gotten worse. We're gonna hear Strawb and Rev's thoughts on all that. But yeah, lots of good things going on. Before we get into today in gaming history, though, a lot of people may not be familiar with Strawb. They may not be familiar with Rev. So just real quick, why don't you guys tell everybody where they can find you guys online and what you guys do?
Well, you can find me on YouTube at Rev Says Desu. You can see the channel right there. We talk about a lot of things, anime, gaming, really just nerd culture generally.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see we're kind of founded on common sense. A lot of people around here would probably appreciate. And you can see my old videos. I went through a meme phase and then finally did commentary like 6 years ago. And that's when I started. And yeah.
Nice.
If you want to hear about any of that stuff, be sure to check me out.
So do this. You scroll on over and you do exactly what I'm going to do right here. And you hit the subscribe button and you get that nice little animation. There you go. And we can drive Rev to 1 million subscribers over here. Speaking of a million subscribers, what about you, Strawb?
Well, my content's a little different than his content. But hi, I'm Strawb. I'm Rev's wife. Like, we're actually married in real life because some people will sometimes be confused about that.
We're right here. Like,
We're right. We are physically beside each other right now. But on YouTube, like, I just do chatting. I talk about God a lot. I'm a Christian and I talk about Jesus Christ. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to stop by. Mondays we do Bible study streams. It's very different. It's very different from his content, which is fine. But yeah, so that's me.
Strawb, I have a very important question.
Okay.
Do you? Oh no.
I'm scared.
Can somebody please super chat $50 to see how Strawb reacts to the $50?
I know where this is going.
Oh no!
I watched the show.
What?
Oh no!
We're all going to hell.
Well, yes, Strawb is going to
I
be
was
like
already going. It's fine.
blasphemy. Oh no. Anyways, okay. Well, with that said, we'll see how that goes when it happens. But hey, we're glad both of you are here. It's gonna be a great show. So with that said, we always like to start the show with today in gaming history. So Blabs, please disappoint us.
Today in gaming history with Blabs.
Snape is white, fucktards!
All right, thanks, Blabs.
That's right. That's right. All right, everybody. Happy birthday to Pac-Man. It was released on this day in 1980. We have Spyro, Year of the Dragon, releasing 25 years ago in 2000. And then Portal, releasing back in 2007. Ta-da!
You guys got a big one today. Pac-Man being released 45 years ago. That's a pretty important release in the world of video games, I'd say. Pac-Man released in 1980. Well, Blabs, pretty good list today. You got Spyro, you got Portal. Those are all three
Portal is
very good
amazing.
ones.
Portal's one of my favorite. Portal 1 and 2, easily one of my favorite games of all time. So that makes me happy, Blabs. Thank you.
I try to please.
Speaking of pleasing everybody.
Except for Craig, though.
Well, yes, this is true. Listen, I'll give you the games that you missed here in just a second, but we're about to test to see if Strawb thinks we're heathens over here. As Novatic came in with a $50 super chat and with no message.
Covering her eyes.
Cover her eyes.
That's like just
Wait,
gross.
aren't you supposed to cover my eyes?
No, you can see Rev. Just don't lust over it. It's okay.
It's just gross.
She was just showing off her shirt. I thought it was a beautiful shirt.
I guess.
She was
Yeah, don't you like the color?
She was just saying, "Hey, look at this shirt." And
modest.
Yeah, she was covered in everything, which is good because she wants to show you the shirt again. As Patriotic Assault also came in with the $50 super chat. Because there's the shirt. There's the shirt again. Sorry, Strawb.
Oh, it goes nice with her skin tone. I think the contrast is.
I think it's really important. Good with her hairstyle. It's not a bad.
Very deep, guys.
Yeah, we do deep content here on the show. Really soul-searching deep content for the normal man, which is good. So thank you for that. Strawb, are you okay? Or are you gonna leave?
I think I'll be all right. I've seen worse.
Okay, I wait till somebody super chats 100. Oh my god! No.
Oh, I'm.
Okay, no. Golly. Look, some noticeable games that you missed today, Blabs, include Backyard Baseball for the PC 28 years ago, Blabs. This game was in such demand that it actually saw a remake just in the last couple of years. Rev, you said, "Uh-oh," you know Backyard Baseball.
No, I played that growing up.
Mm-hmm. It's a good one right there. Mm-hmm. Saw a little revitalization in the last couple of years. We got Blabs. I'm surprised you didn't put this one on here. But
Tim Burton?
Yeah.
Why? I'm not a big. Fun fact.
Huh?
I don't think I've ever seen The Nightmare Before Christmas.
What? We're changing
Really?
that.
We watch it every year, and we put our Christmas tree up on Halloween while we watch The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Fuck?
It was in my vows.
Yeah, it was in his vows actually.
Christmas tree on Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
well,
weird.
because we
That was a
would do
compromise.
it like November 1st, but like we just really don't care about Halloween that much. So like,
Ow.
I would just rather have the
Make me
tree up
sad.
as soon as possible.
Okay.
I'm a very big Christmas fan.
Yeah, everyone's a big Christmas fan. I'm sorry. While I appreciate your admiration for Christmas, I also am shocked by what Blabs said as far as never seeing The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I think I've seen like bits and pieces of it whenever it was on like ABC Family back in the day. But I don't think I've ever seen it fully. No.
That will change.
Okay.
Like before the end of Halloween. 1,000%.
Okay.
Okay. Just making sure, because this is Halloween. This is
I
Halloween.
know the
Halloween,
song. I
Halloween.
just,
Right.
you know?
Some other noticeable games that you missed include God Hand for the PlayStation 2. That was a fun one right there. I don't know if anybody remembers that.
Yep.
Yep. Fun one right there. We have, hey, Blabs, Tiger Woods PGA Tour 07.
Yeah, it's not revolutionary, so I
Okay.
don't give a fuck.
Ooh, the next one though.
Yes, Half-Life
Whoa.
2 Episode 2.
That's
Rev,
a big one.
Yeah. Any thoughts on Half-Life 2 Episode 2?
Rev for some reason can't hear you anymore. He can hear
Craig.
Blabs and he can't hear Craig.
Can't
at
hear
all.
me? Oh, no.
But I can hear you.
This doesn't make for a good show.
I'll think about that.
Okay, sounds good. Well, we'll get that. And Blabs, we'll make sure, maybe I'll leave and come back, or maybe Rev, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But Blabs, Snoopy and the Great Mystery Club released
Yeah,
today.
that was just released today. I kind of want to know what that is.
I know you're very excited about that. Just disregard Battlefield 6, but Snoopy and the Great Mystery Club, that's a big one right there. So, okay, listen, Strawb, I do not mean to put you in an awkward situation by any means, but I
No,
would
it's fine.
back. I
Really,
gotcha.
he's got it. He's got it.
Okay, Rev, do you have me, sir? Do you have me?
I gotcha.
Oh,
Yes.
oh wow.
As Quandle Bunley has come in with a $100 super chat.
100 bones.
She also has hair and shirts.
Who is this? Who is this woman?
Nobody. I think she's a girl from the internet.
Yeah.
You're a girl from the internet.
Well,
That's
actually,
true.
no.
Okay.
You're a girl from the internet.
Your point being. Well, I hope we can all appreciate her for who she is.
Listen, everyone appreciates so much about her. It's crazy. There's a lot of appreciation going on in the chat right now.
Oh, Jesus, take the wheel.
Just please, Jesus, take the wheel. All right, let's get into it, friends. It is time for the chat's literally saying, "Thank you, Jesus." There you go. Thank you, Jesus. All right, let's get into it, friends. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for hard news. Well, it is Halloween season, ladies and gentlemen, and something we always like to talk about are holidays and food crossovers. And Blabs has been anxious to talk about this one the last few days, as she loves cheese, so much so that she actually tweeted it out yesterday that she loves cheese. Isn't that right, Blabs?
It is 1,000% correct. I love cheese, and I don't know why people don't like cheese and why they're not educated on cheese, Craigathy.
You guys big cheese fans?
Yeah, I mean, I like cheese, but I like real cheese. This is not real cheese.
That's right. That's right. Strawb gets it. Just wait for it, Craig. Wait for it.
Here we are, the Hellfire Babybell Stranger Things crossover here. It's the fiery hot times 6, apparently. Flavor with other natural flavors. But here's the thing, it's a cheese alternative.
Yeah, it's vegan. It's not real cheese. What the fuck?
That's
Bob,
weird.
you're laying down the F-bombs today. You are so angry.
I'm angry about the cheese, okay? I'm sorry.
It's like Babybell is like a cheese brand, though. Like, I didn't even know they did like fake cheese. Like, why would they do it? Like, do they not even have a regular version? They just made a vegan. Why would they do that?
And here's the heresy about this, is that it's Babybell's first ever spicy variant. And they got to ruin it. They got to ruin the spicy cheese with fake vegan stuff. Crazy.
And like, why are we calling it cheese if it's not cheese? It's not an animal byproduct. So why are we doing this? It's the same with like almond milk.
Right.
It's not milk.
Right. The idea of like vegan chicken nuggets or vegan burgers. Like, why don't you just name it something else? I don't know.
Shipped them to Mars.
Rev Strawb, I sure hope you guys aren't vegans.
We're not, you know,
awkward if it was.
It's funny though. I actually was vegan for like 6 months my freshman year of college because I dated a guy who was vegan and he was like pushing it on to me. It was a bad time to be alive. And by the end of it, I was like hiding at my college, like in the like food places, and we'd go and I would like hide in a corner and eat a burger.
Wow. We actually had a video yesterday of a young lady who was a lifelong vegetarian, and she tried steak for the first time. And you want to see somebody's like switch get flipped? That's what happened. She tried it and she was like, "Whoa, this is good stuff." Have you guys, Strawb, in your experience as a 6-month vegan,
Right.
was there anything that you really liked?
You know, I really did like this one kind of cheese. I can't think of the name of it. It
wasn't Babybell
called?
though.
No. But it actually was. It did taste good to me. Of course, it's not as good as the real thing. But I mostly ate a lot of like vegan nuggets and like French fries. It was not a healthy experience.
The old vegan nugs. Well, here's the best thing, Blabs, is that this cheese alternative, this Hellfire cheese alternative, is available from October 25 through January 26, meaning that during our cheese tasting, which will take place...
Oh, you're gonna make me try the vegan shit?
Yes.
It's $5.99. It's $1 a little piece of vegan plastic. Can you justify that? That's insane.
Listen, if you made me buy $13 What
look,
is it?
the fuck? I'm sorry. No. You are not comparing plastic fake cheese to real aged 24 months cheese? No. What is wrong with you?
Blabs, the point is that we're going to be doing a cheese tasting.
Yeah, but like, I'm just talking about the price itself. Fine, you want me to nibble on a little piece of plastic? All right. But like, the price is insane.
It's limited edition, Blabs.
Are you going to keep the wrapper?
No.
There's apparently 3 different types of wrappers. You saw that, right?
We'll just get one, okay? We'll bite the bullet.
We'll get the best kind.
That's
the
good.
best plastic you can find for $1 each.
All right, we'll look out for the Babybell Hellfire cheese alternative tasting here in a couple weeks when we do the Fundathon, which will be great. So yes, Blabs will get all of the plastic tasting cheese alternative there. All right. Do we want to? It is Friday. We've kind of avoided this for a while. Should we buckle up and get on the plane, Blabs?
You said we would do it yesterday and we didn't, and I was pretty upset with you, so you owe me.
Okay, everyone buckle up. Board the plane.
Not ready.
It's time for plane talk.
Plane talk.
All right.
Act like you're not impressed.
Listen, we're in this flying and going, right? Everyone look outside to your immediate left. We have this tweet over here says a woman refuses to let an entire airplane full of passengers exit because she wants her daughter, who is several seats behind her, to be let up first. Blabs saw this, and this has 16 million views over on X. So first, Blabs, give us a rundown. Is there anything else we need to know about this?
No, she's just insane. Please enjoy.
Okay, let's check it out.
She won't let us get by, man. What is wrong with you? I would hate to be your daughter and have to go home with you. No wonder she's back. God bless you, Pete. You know what? You want to you need to be real careful because I haven't said anything to you. I haven't said anything to you all. Don't say anything.
Okay, so hold on. Let me. So this lady here, her kid's in the back, and she wants her to catch up to her to get off the plane together.
Doesn't make any sense, does it?
Yeah.
Why is her kid all the way in the back?
Probably just didn't get the same seats.
Speaking of these seats, like, what are they flying on? These are like pieces of plastic.
Those are like those chairs you get at like auditoriums.
Like
This is below economy.
No, yeah, okay, that makes more sense. They're flying Spirit right now, which is fine. Where you have to pay for the back of the seat, apparently, right here. My gosh, this is like riding on a bus. Let's continue.
They won't let my daughter pass, and I'm not getting my No, why they can't let her come pass?
They're trying to come from the back of the plane and get off first.
Why did you come from the back of the plane?
Ask what row she was in. It's going to be one way. It's going to be hard for everyone to move.
Why they can't let her pass?
Okay, this is very, very stereotypical or very typical of society right now, where everybody else needs to change, where she could just step to the left, but everybody else needs to bend to her will over here and her needs right here. I feel like this is a very, very typical thing we see in society now, where it's all about me and not about we over here. You guys got any thoughts on what we're seeing here?
Fat bitch causes problems.
I'm sorry. Yes, Strawb?
I was just going to say that if I was the daughter, I would be so embarrassed.
1,000. Well, I mean, I'm not the daughter, but I would be like, yeah, I'd be doing the same thing, walking through everybody.
Like, oh my God, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Mom, stop. Just move. Let's just go.
Rev, what about you?
I'm real quick. I'm very confused. Maybe I'm a waterhead. So the kid's in the back. Any other human being, correct? I just want to make sure I have the scenario right. She would just let everyone pass, and then eventually the kid catches up to her, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a normal person response.
Okay,
yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I have this scenario right. Okay, I'm sorry.
But I think that they nailed it here, right? Oh my gosh, hold on. We are figuring things out very quickly. Look at what this lady has in her hand. She has a Carnival cruise. So they were all on a cruise. A Carnival cruise of all things. And we've seen all of these videos of Carnival cruises, like the nonsense that goes on those things. So now this is all coming together here. All right. So do we think that who's going to win here in this situation? Is this lady going to win, or is everybody else going to win? What do we think?
Well, they'd be racist if she lost. So
good point, Rev. Good point. Which is everybody behind her, including everybody not white, is incredibly racist. Let's see what happens. The thrilling conclusion.
Been on this plane long enough, ladies. Mind your motherfucking business, bitch.
Uh-oh, we're elevating.
Mind your motherfucking business. I'm sorry. Nobody said.
I think everybody is this guy right here. Can we just be honest?
Yeah.
This guy down here is just like, I just don't have any energy for this nonsense right here. Let's go fast forward a few seconds to see what happens.
We said excuse me. And then she can come up. You can wait.
Thanks. Fuck y'all.
And there you go.
Oh my gosh, that's outstanding. Just absolutely wonderful. And that's how it ends right there with the big old F-bomb right there. That's good. Oh, wow. So who wants to go flying? It's great.
not there.
Yeah.
Not there.
I already
like you're
hate
saying,
planes.
that's like a microcosm of like our society right now, with how self-centered people are, how self-important they are. Ugh.
It's so true. Like, even if you go to like the grocery store or something, what happened to like saying like, excuse me, sorry? It's like people will walk right into you and then say, excuse me, as if like they didn't bump into you. Like, people are just mean.
Does anyone else here like relate? When you were younger, you used to like get dressed up to go on a plane? When I was a kid, like I had to wear like formal clothing, dress pants.
Once again, I'm not that old.
Do you think like Rev was born in like 1938?
Sometimes.
That's awesome. Yeah, I like you wearing a full tie. Maybe you have a bolo tie. Like if you're flying in the Southwest, you got your bolo tie over here, and you got a full cowboy hat. I think that'd be awesome. Well, there's more news as well as, hey guys, I don't know if you know this, but our government is shut down right now, and nothing good is happening. Apparently in Burbank, there are 0 air traffic controllers at Burbank Airport in California. This is from a couple days ago, but let's go check out this story here, 50 seconds real quick.
That's right, Colleen. In fact, we just spoke to air traffic controllers here at Burbank Airport in the last few minutes, and they can now confirm that they will be heading home at 4:15 this afternoon. As of 4:15 this afternoon, there will be no air traffic controllers inside of that tower right there. Instead, they will be handing off their duties to SoCal TradeCon. It's their approach and departure team out of San Diego, who will be talking to the pilots who are landing and taking off here at Burbank. They are hoping for minimal impacts on travelers, but it is still yet to be determined how severe those
We're bringing in Mike the janitor.
Right,
he's going to do some air traffic control for today.
Right. Just give it a Mike over there. He's like, what? This is pretty amazing to see. Like, listen to what she says really quick. I think this is actually really important.
Out of San Diego, who will be talking to the pilots who are landing and taking off here at Burbank. They are hoping for minimal impacts on travelers, but it is still...
They're hoping for minimal impact on traveler. If that's the case, doesn't that just totally devalue their job?
Yeah.
If nothing really changes, like I would think the entire airport would shut down if there's no air traffic controllers at all, because the entire idea of an air traffic controller is to control the air. Like that's literally their job, and to make sure that no planes run into each other. Even with air traffic controllers, we see planes running into each other on the runway. We saw that story a little bit ago, Blabs, where the wing got taken off.
Yeah.
This is
LaGuardia, they just smacked into each other.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Well,
That's terrifying.
Do y'all like to fly at all? Y'all ever get in
I
there?
already hate flying
She
as
had only
it
flown
is.
once before she met me.
Yeah, I'd only ever been on a plane one time before I met him, and now I've been on like 8 or 9 planes, or something like that. But I already hate flying. I already have such bad anxiety over flying, and just like thinking about stuff like this, like I would rather just take a 18-hour long road trip than fly.
When Rev, when you first got on the plane with Strawb and she's sitting next to you and she's like feverishly sweating because she's extremely nervous about what's going on, did you look over and go, we're all gonna die? Like,
attaboy, Craig, attaboy.
That's something I would say.
That is something he would do. Unironically, like he loves to like gaslight me. He loves to. He'll be like, "Did you take your? Oh, baby, you didn't take your medicine today. Oh, it's okay."
I'd be like, "Oh, you hit your head. Is your head feeling better? Oh, you don't remember. Oh,
you don't remember.
Oh, you poor thing."
So honestly, I'm surprised he didn't do that. It was probably because he actually does love me and care about me, and he saw that I was literally so scared. I was like,
squeeze the wife out of my hand.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's important that if you guys do get any planes anytime soon, just don't fly to Burbank. I think that's the number one rule of plane talk today.
We have no plans to do that.
Just don't go to California in general, and you'll be all right, which is great. All right, are we ready to disembark? I think we are. Let's head back home. That was plane talk. Thank you guys. Do we have an outro for that, by the way?
Working on it. Very big. Yeah.
Okay. very
God,
big.
very fiery, but mostly peaceful.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Oh man, great stuff. Hey, another quick hit here. We saw this not too long ago, but MatPat from Game Theory said that he's been working with Congress since retiring from YouTube. I know that he sold the Game Theorists. I have a long history with MatPat. He actually got his start on Screw Attack a long time ago. And we've known each other for a good long while. And then he sold his company, made a ton of money, and now he's working with Congress. So he said, we've been working to basically advocate for the creator economy and creator rights, which I got to be honest, Matt is probably a really good person to do that. He's a really smart cat. But I don't know, Rev, your thoughts?
It's been a minute since I heard about him, but I'm glad that's what he's up to. I think there's so much people can do to help out with content creation, and especially with freedom of speech and the way YouTube, any platform at this point, has had issues with people being silenced. I mean, what was it, like a month ago? YouTube admitted that they were banning and silencing people who spoke out against COVID shots and stuff like that. That was a crazy conspiracy theory for years. You were told you were crazy if you thought that happened. And then they just casually came out and they're like, yeah, we did that. Oops.
Right. And I mean, we know personally, Adam Krigler, host of the show very early on, he had about 7,000 notifications from YouTube. He got banned, all sorts of things. People who had their entire life disrupted because things that they said in 2020, things that have proven to be true since then. And yeah, it's been a really messy thing. Even like, Strawb, I actually saw a tweet that you put out earlier today where you were talking about a potential side effect that you had after taking the old, and I don't know, do you want to talk about that at all?
Horrible.
Yeah, it was terrifying. For context, I had actually never gotten a flu shot before in my life. My mom was always very like, we don't need flu shots, whatever. And I had gotten the flu the year before, and it was really, really bad. And so I was like, okay, well, this year I'll get a flu shot because the flu sucked. And this was years and years and years ago. And like, this was like, I think probably like 2021, maybe 2022. It was like a while ago. But anyways, so I went to get a flu shot and a booster at the same time, went to the drugstore, and they gave me a shot in each arm, like right at the same time. And then a few moments later, I just remember like my hearing started to fade, and I was like, I don't feel right. I felt like I was going to pass out. And then Rev was there with me, and he said that I passed out, that I was shaking, I was breathing weird.
If you've ever seen someone get like knocked out cold and they immediately start snoring, like when someone gets knocked out that fast, that's what happened to her.
Yeah.
I'm not a dramatic person in real life. I was very concerned. And all the people working there, they just were like in horror.
Yeah,
they weren't doing anything.
They weren't doing anything.
Right.
They were just apparently like staring at me with their like faces in their hands, like shocked. And there was one guy, thank God there was one guy that apparently knew what he was doing, and he ran and got an EpiPen and shoved it in my leg and my thigh. And I just remember like coming in and out of consciousness when I was like coming back, and like I just remember him like shaking me and saying like, babe, like wake up. And like he was freaking out. I was like peaceful, like when I was like in and out of consciousness. But then when I fully woke up, I was like freaked out because I was like, what the heck just happened? And it was after that I was like, I will never get any other shots ever again. Never.
Well, and just like even sure.
Wait, real quick. What happened to, like, why didn't the pharmacy person help you? They're just like, well,
they just panicked.
Like they were just panicked, like they didn't know what they were doing. Like they were, and then they were like, after that, they were like, so we have to tell you that you can never
got banned.
They were
you
like,
got banned?
Well, they were like, okay, so they said this to me
great.
after. They called the paramedics came out and took my stuff, and they were like, we think you're okay to go. And then the people at the pharmacy there were like, you can never come back to somewhere like this and get a shot. You have to go to a doctor's office because you had a reaction like this. And I was just thinking in my head the whole time, well, I'm never getting another one anyways, so we don't have to worry about that. But yeah.
Wow. That is wait, hold on. You got banned from the place you got the shot?
Yes. Yeah.
That's like
not good for business.
Liability. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, you can never get another shot here again. You have to go to like an urgent care or a doctor's office, like whatever. You can't go here ever again.
It was an experience.
Can you imagine the face of the next person in line?
I'm imagining it's one of those things where they're looking there and they're just kind of staring, and then they look and they go next and they go, here you go. Let's go.
Yeah, for real.
Just mindless. I also love I'm visualizing you walking in, and on the wall there's a picture of you.
Oh my God.
As soon as you walk in, they're like,
no. But I will say, like, I couldn't go back to that store for I mean, it was like years. Like, I would say it would I would be traumatized. I could not walk in that section of the store. And I would say it's taken maybe 3 years. Like it took 3 years for me to be able to go there and not think about it and freak out every time I was there. I couldn't even go there anymore.
I do not listen. I'm on board with that. Well, just you telling that story probably would have gotten you banned in 2020 just by telling that online.
That's crazy.
Well, hopefully, if I can bring it all the way back to the beginning of this, hopefully that is something that Matt is fighting for, the idea of giving creators the opportunity to say what they want on platforms here. It says, MatPat also talked about his event, Creators in Fashion, which connects digital creators with the fashion world. Hey, guys, just saying, maybe you can connect with MatPat and have some sweet swag on next time you're on the show, huh? What do you think? The initiative, which recently partnered with Vid Summit, focuses on helping creators build and launch brands while exploring how online influence shapes modern style and business. So there you go. Yeah, it's MatPat doing hopefully good things. We'll see. I think he's a guy. He's like Matt has always been, and I use this in a positive way. He's always been incredibly squeaky clean. Him and his wife, they run a tight ship. They have had next to no controversies throughout their entire career, which is incredibly hard to do. I think Matt will eventually run for office. That's just my gut. We'll see. I could totally see that. So
that's just the theory.
Hey, there you go. Love it. All right. Hey, quick update for you. I don't know if you know this or not. I told you that we have a very quick community here on the show. DB Wild, extremely quick as well. Guys, congratulations. You only thought you didn't have arms. Well, now you do.
Oh, great.
Congratulations. Look, there you go. Now you can frolic.
Why is it so
cool.
Why does it actually look so amazing?
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
That's right. DB Wild is on it.
Thank you, guys.
Now, next step, get them frolicking in a meadow now, DB Wild.
I want to see it in a meadow. I want to see it in a meadow with butterflies flying around and like real pretty grass, like hilly grass for miles. That's what I need next, guys.
It's great. All right, let's get to a couple super chats real quick. You guys have been extremely generous. And Blabs, I know you have our big spreadsheet over here, which you can keep an eye on. So why don't you get a few of those real fast? I do want to let you know that we are 5 supers away over on YouTube, away from our Montez goal. And I know that Rev and Strawb have no idea what we're talking about. But in 5 yellow supers, they'll find out, which will be great. So Blabs, well, let's get a couple while I get the next story queued up.
All right, Tenarian for 10 says Strawb will be fine. She'll just not be able to join us. Gobos in plus chat. Guys, don't call yourself Gobos, whatever that is. No, we need better names for that.
Wait, what?
Just
roll with it.
Just roll with it. You all right?
Okay.
Nanook for 10 says Blabs actually did decent today. Give her a gold star. That's right. Take that. Hang on, I'm trying to hit up the bigger ones. Mozambique for 10 says, veganism is so great. Why do they always try to copy meat products? Great question. Tenarian for 10 says, nothing to worry about, Strawb. Most planes will take you all the way to the scene of the crash. Okay. Mercenary for 10 says, I too am also banned from flu shots, but mom still thinks I need to get them. Turns out half the stuff in the flu shots and the COVID shots, so I couldn't take it either. Thanks for that. Rebound for 10 euros says, true story, the reason that needles still make me nervous goes all the way back to preschool shots when a friend of mine was just before me and he howled like he was gonna murk him. I was mortified. You got some PTSD there? Yeah, yes. Okay. All right, let me see. Gear for 100,000 IDR. I don't know what that is, but anyway, Hasan is a bigger dog than his dog. Hey, Rev, would you file a lawsuit against Rocket Sound and Slide Global for falsely accused Jordan H. Parrow, even how he was... What the hell does this even say? Abandoned them since his speech last year?
Babs, I don't ever want to hear you talk about how I can't read.
I'm literally reading that. I don't know. That makes no sense to me. That's not English. Moving on. Thank you for the super.
Talking about the voice actor?
I don't know who that is. Hoyo Dewey. Dewey? Do you know the way? I don't know. Anyway.
do you know
the way?
The way of the dabba.
Yeah, I don't know. Easy for 10 Canadians says, just enjoyed 8 a.m. 7-Eleven greasy pizza, Craig. It was delish. Also, you guys seen the Kino Casino DSP parody movie yet called The Dented Zone? DSP has melted down several days over it. Amazing.
Wait, one more time. What was it about DSP?
Kino Casino did a DSP parody movie called The Dented Zone. And apparently DSP has been having a meltdown for a few days.
Okay.
I have not seen it. Sounds fantastic.
All right, great. Let's get one more.
Kair, K-A-I-R for 10 says, Rev, please say to Sue and Strawb, please get pregnant.
We're going to have a baby VTuber.
I like all those things.
We're trying.
That's good. All right.
Okay.
Congratulations on all that. Thanks. That's good. All right, let's go to our next story here. I like to go back in time, not too long ago, to some independent wrestling here. This was in August 24th of 2025. We all saw this. Blabs, did you actually see this? I don't think we actually played this on the show, but did you actually see what happened here?
I mean, I honestly can't really see right now, so I don't know what the hell that is.
Okay, well, this is...
Yeah, we're still having that background issue.
I can't actually see a whole lot, but it just looks like some dude picking up another dude, and that's all I got.
Well, this was Raja Jackson. This is the independent wrestler who... I'm going to play this, and we'll stop it before he just pummels the guy, and just...
Oh, no, I don't want to watch the whole video. No.
That's attempted murder.
Yeah, it was really bad. Rev actually showed this. I remember we were with his parents, and he was showing me and his parents this video, and we were all just like, what the actual heck is this?
Right. So you saw one punch, and I think it's like 20-something punches land here before he gets pulled off. Well, everybody saw this. Everybody was appalled, except for Raja Jackson, who was charged with felony and misdemeanor battery after assaulting the wrestler, Psycho Stu, but he has pled not guilty to all charges, which is just amazing to me. This is him walking into court here, TMZ catching him. They were asking him if he had any regrets, didn't say anything. But the idea that you can have the audacity to plead not guilty to something like that is honestly shocking to me. What do y'all think? Oh, did we lose him? Or did we lose him?
No.
Okay.
We're about to reload because we're kind of like our models are lagging a little bit, but it's
sure, no worries at all.
But
Blabs.
The audacity to do that's pretty crazy. Like someone can be caught. This isn't caught in 4K. This is caught in like 1,000K, right? Beating a man nearly to death, in front of the world, and he's like, I'm not guilty. No accountability,
Yes.
like whatsoever.
I think it's like it's obviously shocking to see what happened, and really like I said, you gotta have some big brass balls to just think that you have a case. And honestly, you need to be extremely privileged to think that you can get off not guilty in a situation that literally there's so many angles. We know the entire story leading up to it. He literally streamed the entire thing leading up to it. But you got some cojones there, man. That's crazy. Blabs, do you think that he has any chance of getting off here not guilty?
I sure hope not, but the justice system is kind of skewed. So
I think he should just scream racism, and then we'll solve this the way it always needs to be solved.
Oh.
That's it.
And how was that?
He's just going to scream racism. That's it. That'll be his defense, and then he'll probably walk.
Okay.
my oppression.
Yeah, my oppression. That'll be it.
Or just say he's a young kid. He's just a kid.
I'm just a
Made
young
mistake.
whippersnapper.
We all make mistakes.
Just a 25-year-old kid who can rent a car, vote, and buy alcohol.
Well,
right.
I think wasn't the defense was that I think if I'm thinking back to the story, that someone had told him that he needs to hit the guy. Do you remember that, Craig? Do you know what I'm talking about here?
Yeah. So the premise was real simple. He got hit in the head by a beer can. The guy who hit him thought he was a pro wrestler, and turns out he didn't know. So when he hit him with the beer can, he was expecting Raja Jackson to sell the experience, meaning to act like he was hurt. He didn't sell it. He stood there, and they went nose to nose. In wrestling, there's a thing called a receipt. If somebody stiffs you for real in wrestling, you have the opportunity to give them a receipt back. It's usually like a one-time deal. So another wrestler went up to Raja Jackson, was like, yo, you need to give him a receipt. And by a receipt, Raja Jackson took that as, I need to pummel him to nearly death.
Right.
So
yeah, the receipt came back 23-fold.
Yes, ridiculous. But we'll see kind of what happens. The ridiculousness would be in full effect if he gets off in the situation. I can't see any situation where he doesn't get something. He faces up to 7.5 years if convicted here.
Good.
Yeah. Good. All right. Couple quick supers real quick, as we have just hit our 20th yellow super. That is outstanding, guys. Let me get Emperor Creatine says, did you know for the past 20 years or so, children received the Hep V vaccine within 24 hours of birth and up to 30 shots by age 2? Sure is a lot of shots for a 2-year-old. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. We also have this from Asmani, says, I guess Raja's lawyer are not giving him the best advice. And Hideki also says Raja Jackson is just a dude disguised as a dude beating up another dude. Okay, thank you, Hideki. And Madney says, according to hood rules, Raja was disrespected first, so the attempted murder was self-defense. Okay, thanks for the clarification of the hood rules there, Madney. Appreciate that. I do know that with J-Dash, the duelist, coming in, we have got our Montez goal, our first Montez goal of the day, which, once again, I am positive that Strawb and Rev have no idea what we're talking about. But ladies and gentlemen, bear witness to the greatness that is Montez.
Bitch! Montez!
You should see her face.
Surprise Pikachu.
Yeah, that's good. So every time we hit a Montez goal, there's a new video game adaptation of the Montez thing. So just so you know, that was a viral clip from like 3-4 months ago where a lady was really upset at this guy for running into him. And anyways, he ended up belly to back suplexer. So we just had him end up in various video games. So hopefully we can make that happen more and more. So we got our first Montez goal. Let's keep it going, y'all. Thank you very much. Wen came in with 5 real quick, says, things are so bad in entitlement that I went back to Walmart yesterday. All the plastic baskets had tracking tags on them because people kept stealing them. I live in Florida, the most conservative state, and it's still messed up. Wow, Wen, that is silly. Jesus Christ. All right. Let's go to our next little story here. And that is, look, love ourselves some good games. Blabs, I know you love cozy games. You love playing games that you don't have to think a whole lot. You can just kind of go in and play. Yeah,
what do you mean cozy games? I like ones that eat people, the dinosaurs, and blowing people up in Roller Coaster Tycoon. I don't really call that cozy.
Okay, that's fine.
I've never played Animal Crossing.
Well, you haven't played Animal Crossing, but I bet you would play a game that is built around a mouse and forest creatures.
I know what you're going for. I totally would if it was right. Yeah.
Well, let's go to the upcoming game, Winter Burrow here. And I just wanted to play the trailer for you guys so you can get a good idea as to what exactly this game is, so we can have an idea of what we're going to be talking about here. This is Winter Burrow.
You're back in the forest. Your road's been long. Hear my words. They'll make you strong. The wild can wear you through and through. Heal your soul with mushroom stew. The cold will bite and find a crack, so knit your warmth to hold it back. The bugs don't rest. They hunt and chase. Stand tall and meet them face to face. The woods are harsh, but not alone. A friend may light a path unknown. You're small, it's true, but brave and bright. This burrow is yours. Hold fast, hold tight.
Winter Burrow. Coming soon to Xbox Game Pass for only $30 a month. Xbox Series X, Steam, and the Nintendo Switch here. Winter Burrow, a game about woodland forest creatures. So, on the surface, seems pretty straightforward here. A cozy woodland survival game about a mouse returning home to restore their childhood burrow.
I knew there was going to be a but.
Explore, gather resources, craft, knit warm sweaters, bake pies, and meet the locals, all with diversity here. Apparently, yes, this is a DEI detected level 2 here. This is a game that has consulted with Sweet Baby Inc. on a game about woodland creatures and mice here. I feel like we reached a new level of stupidity here. Once this was discovered online, you can see the X post here showing this off. People were quick to point out the idiocy of this idea, and they have now locked the reply here on their post here.
I like the fact that they had to bring a consulting company in to talk about diversity for a mouse in a forest.
Why
that's fascinating.
Strawb. Do you not care about mouse Americans or something?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, what is diverse about the mouse? Is it like trans mice or something?
These are good points and
trans
really important.
pinecone lives matter.
Mm-hmm. This is important here. I'm curious because I'm looking at the tags actually over on Steam, and I do not see any LGBTQ representation at all in this. And I got to be honest, I am kind of upset about that. So we'll have to see exactly what that means as far as the diversity of this. But you can see over on DEIdetected.com, you can see that Amy Lee Slaw was the narrative designer and writer at Sweet Baby Inc., celebrated on her Blue Sky her contributions to the development of Winter Burrow over here. So Pine Creek Games then retweeted her on Blue Sky. But I think you're not really retweeting on Blue Sky, are you? It's more just like reposting. Cameron Wild, a narrative designer and writer at Sweet Baby Inc., also let slip about in his about section for a talk that he gave on behalf of Sweet Baby Inc. that he too was involved in Winter Burrow over here. So I don't really know what type of diversity you need in a game about woodland creatures, but I'm willing to at least have that conversation. Do you guys have any idea how or what that would be? What that would look like?
Well, that's like the thing, right? Like it feels very ridiculous that you need a diversity consultant for a game about mice.
Maybe they're making sure there are different colors of mice. I'm not sure how. I'm not sure like what kind. I mean, there are white mice, there are black mice, there are brown
what about handicap mice?
I mean, you
What
know,
about trans
you never
mice?
know. Like maybe one is in a wheelchair.
Nothing would make me happier than to see a little mouse in a wheelchair. And then once you go up and you talk to it and you say, "Can I help you, sir?" It responds with, "Squeak, it's ma'am." Like, nothing would make me happier if that was the case. Now, people are bringing up the idea that they have worked with Sweet Baby Inc., both on the X thread itself, or at least they were before it was locked, and in their Steam. But guess what? They're quickly getting blocked and banned over here. So you can see it's not going very well.
I totally love the open discourse they're having.
It's
very progressive.
Yeah, like the diversity of thought is really kind and cool.
Yeah, it's just important things for sure. So I don't quite understand. Like, I'm legit trying to follow how or why somebody like did they reach out to Sweet Baby Inc., or did Sweet Baby Inc. reach out to them and be like, you know what, lesbians? Like,
I feel like it's the latter.
Oh, you think so?
I feel like they go to these companies and these games and they basically try to fish them and be like, hey, if you work with us, it's gonna do X, Y, and Z for you. It's a good thing for you. Just pay us.
Or maybe someone knows someone.
Do the blackmail thing. Sorry, I mean colored mail thing. Sorry.
Yeah, please, Craig.
Yeah, my fault.
It's 2025.
Were they a person or a thing of mail? I don't know what color. I don't even know how would you do that? Blackmail into whatever. Either way, yeah, you think they go to them and they're like, listen, it's kind of like the mob, where they're like, it'd be really good if you let us work on your game. I'm just saying, you need that protection.
Well, it's like that famous quote from the CEO who's like, go to your HR and threaten them, try to terrify them if they don't work with us, type thing.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what's happened in this situation. Like, what a grift! Like, what an amazing ability! Like, yes, like you go up. And
I get called a grifter every day. Like, this should have been my grift. If I was going to actually grift, that's what I would grift.
Rev, I've talked about this many times. We need to start a consultancy firm that goes in and cleans up all this stuff. And they're like, what do you like? Or they're like, what should we do? And we're like, put boobs in that. And people are like, yay, and people, like, the crowd would rejoice and everybody would love. And it's like, we're the consultancy firm for normal people. And then when they go like, I don't even know how you think, it'd be like, you say, well, what's wrong? You don't like normal people? And you kind of gaslight them. You do the reverse gaslighting over here, because they go, well, are you racist? Don't you, or are you sexist? Do you not like trans people or whatever? And, so they throw the gaslighting out and they make you feel bad, and then you have to hire them. And we can do the exact same thing and charge like hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think this is a great way to move forward with our business model. I'm just saying.
I'm down.
Okay, good. This is good. Speaking of grifting, Lake Monster came in with a $200 super chat just now. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
At first, I thought she wasn't wearing any clothes. I was like, okay.
Well, we've never shown the 500. No, I'm just kidding. No, no, the $200 super chat. Blaz, what do you think of that, huh?
Titties.
No, that's ridiculous. Anyways, Lake Monster came in and says, hello, normal men and women who tolerate them. I donated to another friend on YouTube, but I felt guilty. I've never donated to you, and you're my fave. Phoenix, boy, howdy. I like when Craig admonishes Blabs, and she says, shout out, like that fixes it. And Craig,
shout out.
Don't make it weird. Hey, a $200 super chat? That's ridiculous. Thank you so much. Yes, ooh indeed. We will all ooh you for that.
Do we need to go one step further? Because we can if we need to.
Well, that is. I think, don't we have a 250? I think we do. We have one step further. Yeah. Okay.
Well, your boy Phoenix doesn't have it, but it's okay. I've got a different button if that happens.
Okay. Yeah. We'll make Strawb feel incredibly uncomfortable.
What is up with you guys targeting me?
No one's targeting you. It's the chat who's targeting you, Strawb.
Targeted.
Okay.
I just want to say that I really respect women.
We do too.
And
I am one.
Into that one.
And you know that.
Are you sweet baby inking me right now? Are you implying?
No, I'm just saying women are worth so much more. Like, what if that was your daughter? You know.
Yeah, his daughter's not showing her titties on the internet. This is some whore who's literally doing it for attention, so it's totally different.
I wouldn't let my daughter do that.
You look at it and you share it. It's just not for me. But you guys can do what you want, but it's just not for me.
Well, we're gonna make Rev really uncomfortable next, which is great. Maybe with this right here, as DB Wild has delivered.
With the
delivered
butterflies.
what you're asking for here. Look at this. The frolic is real. Look at them having such a great time. Yay! They're oh.
I need to like share this. This is amazing.
Oh my gosh.
We're frolicking.
Look at they're
you know,
happy.
I thought we were gonna have like flying cars in the year 2025, but this is what we got instead.
This is exactly what you want. This is when you
Wholesome.
ask. Yeah. Listen, from here on out, all 50s and anything above 50 is just this. Okay, you got it, Phoenix?
You know, now I like that. I can get down with that.
Okay, from here on, for the rest of today's show, whenever there's a $50 or more donation or super chat, this is what we're gonna see. Because I don't want.
Why would you want
Strawb
to see anything else? Look at this.
More DB Wild, more of this. Excellent. Well, thank you for that ridiculous support. That is great. Beautiful. All right, let's keep moving on here. We got we've talked about this the last few days, but I feel like it's important to continue the conversation. And Rev, I'm pretty sure I have an idea of where you stand on this. Same with you, Strawb. But let's talk about shock collar gate. We all know what's going on with Hasan Piker and his sweet little dog who got shocked in the back, or shocked in the neck in the back of his stream over here. A quick reminder, as we need to bear witness to this, just for context.
Please, just fucking go. Just stop.
Oh, poor sweet puppy dog. Got hit by the shock collar over here. Obviously, Rev, Strawb, thoughts on this?
I mean, it's just disgusting. Like, I don't understand how anyone can see this and think this is normal or acceptable, like in any way.
The amount of coping about this is pretty insane. Like, there's two scenarios people are trying to go through. First of all, they started by saying this didn't happen. There's no shock, nothing. And then they're trying to flip it to, well, it's a vibrating collar. And they were shocked, I guess. But we've seen some of the photos of the collar that Hasan showed the next day. And it looks like the prongs were removed. And also he put electrical tape around it. It just looks very suspicious. But at the end of the day, anyone who's ever owned a dog, if you've, at some point, it happens to everyone, you accidentally step on its paw or its tail and it yelps. If you love your dog, there's something like primordial inside of you that just like jolts when you hear your dog whimper, and you're immediately checking on its condition. And the fact that he didn't do that, he stared it down, like, there it is, there's the frame.
Right.
And then
And also, you mentioned earlier the point of the fact that his dog sits behind him and he streams for like a long time every day, and the dog just sits
like
there
10 hours a day.
That's not normal for a dog to just to be sitting in, especially like a larger dog like that. It needs to be moving around. Like, he's literally trying to train it to just sit in one spot so that it can have like attention on his stream, and people can see that he has a dog. Yeah, it's like creepy and weird and like just disgusting, honestly. I mean, I think he's just a disgusting person, but you know.
Well, commies only understand violence. That's it. They don't do anything beyond violence. I also really enjoy the fact that how much, obviously this hit because the commies and the left are very big on animals and stuff. So it's the fact that he's having to explain it more than he ever did about threatening violence and death on actual human beings really says a lot. He's a grifter, and he's just now catering to his audience. The guy's clearly a sociopath, in my opinion.
I made a tweet similar to that, basically saying it's really sad that it took this for some of the people in his community to finally wake up and to say, wait a second, this guy's a little bit of a sociopath. Like, it wasn't the political violence. It wasn't the calls to violence, the rhetoric he's been spewing for years. It was a dog being shocked that finally got some people to say, I don't know about this guy.
Did we ever figure out if that other clip of him apparently pulling that tail from like 2019 was real? I know Tectone shared it.
It's on YouTube. It's from 6 years ago.
Yeah, where he was like, okay.
Stay. If you run right now, I'll fucking kill you. Like, I'll actually kill you, okay? In front of everyone. Motherfucker, come here.
Motherfucker, come here.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
Yanking the dog.
Like, what is wrong with you? Literally, what is wrong with you? And like you said, I feel like leftists are very big, like animal rights. We love animals. Like, where? And then people have the audacity to be like, "Why are people talking about this animal when you could talk about Palestine?" It's like, are you fucking kidding? Are you kidding me?
Wow. All right, Strawb.
I try not to curse, but it just kind of came out. But I digress. It's just like, are you kidding? Like, why is that even being brought up?
They're literally
like,
going with you're criticizing Hasan for hurting his animal during a literal genocide. I'm sorry, buddy. Has there ever been a moment in human history where there isn't a genocide happening somewhere in the world?
Right. Well, you would say that this, for a lot of people, this did, people are like, whoa, they kind of did that. What's that scene where they go, wait, are we the baddies? Right? Yes. That was kind of that scene here that we're seeing, except for people in the subreddit over for Hasan's subreddit.
Oh, no.
Moist Critical, of all people, was caught in the crossfire of this. And they are now claiming Moist Critical is quote unquote right wing because he mentioned this on a video here. It's titled Crazy Day at Twitch. You see the response. Really felt like someone with no understanding of Hasan or the situation giving baseless accusations over here. It's like the situation of a shock collar being used on a dog as a prop. It doesn't see. This is one of those ignore what's going on that you're seeing with your own eyes type of thing.
Right.
You can see more examples here. Mention this, but not the serial harassment podcast. Come on now. It's a running trend amongst these apolitical drama farmers. Ludwig also manages to cover Creator Clash being forced to shut down without highlighting the H3 harassment campaign. Look, Ludwig is a fence sitter. We all know this, right? But he is a serial fence sitter. But you can see here, Charlie felt that he accumulated a small amount of goodwill from the left because of his anti-Israel video. So he immediately had to follow it up with an anti-Hasan video to squash the misunderstanding. It must be exhausting balancing on top of that fence with his bony ass. 699 thumbs up over on Reddit. People are crazy, man.
It's just like the Reddit people, though. Like I don't even know where these people come from.
People always talk about like different platforms being really bad. People underestimate Reddit. Reddit is really bad. And I was just talking about this. I made a video like a week ago. It kind of flew on my radar. I didn't realize that Charlie, or in this case, Moist Critical, to make it less confusing, he made a video condemning the political violence against Charlie Kirk. And he was getting canceled everywhere. I don't know how it flew under my radar, but there was TikToks with people calling him a fascist, calling him MAGA, all these things because he said political violence is never okay. And it's crazy to see, like, I don't say this to be mean, but like Moist Critical's audience is the normie audience. So when you see the normie audience acting this way, that tells you kind of how generally people are. And to see the animosity from his own community just because he said political violence is wrong, and then this reaction because he's talking about Hasan, it's concerning.
This goes back to the idea that if you don't fall in line with literally every single thought process, you're out, right? You have to conform and that is a constantly moving goalpost, by the way. And you got to constantly be moving back and forth to make sure you're aligning with everything that's being said. Otherwise, you're out of the club. And if you're not in the club, you're an ist, a phobe, of whatever. You just go down the list. And now Charlie, the most milquetoast, hey everybody, guy in the world, as you said, it's amazing. It's amazing to see how broken a lot of these people are.
It's sad. I feel like also Charlie is like Moist Critical. He's just like a normal guy. Like he is a normal guy, right? And so he's gonna obviously have this normal opinion. Yeah, that's why people like him, because he's a normal guy with normal opinions. And so obviously he's gonna say political violence is bad. That's a very normal opinion. Unfortunately, all these people that are watching are not so normal, and then you get just this crazy stuff about him that just doesn't even make any sense.
Also, if you listen to Moist Critical Charlie, he's definitely, I would say pretty confidently, he's not some like, I don't even think he's like a right-wing person at all.
No.
He seems like a very liberal guy. So the fact that people are calling him alt-right and MAGA and all these things, which is the same in their eyes, but of all the people, it's pretty,
exactly.
It's crazy.
Yep.
It is, it's very typical of the extreme fringe when you see this. You know, these are the people who want to go to ice facilities and dinosaur costumes and stuff. Like,
did you see the guy get maced through the breathing hole or whatever?
Can we just like hook that to my veins? Because I loved every second of watching that guy get maced through his little air hole. That was so good. Apparently he got arrested, which was, you know, I guess that's a good thing. But all right, let's go and move on to our next story, which ties in to that story. But first, let's get a couple supers from Blabs real quick. Blabs, what do we got?
Okay, let me start from the top of some of the 10s that I've missed. Mummy for CHF 10. I don't know what currency that is. Anyway, Rev being live for like the second time this year. Oh, hi, Strawb.
Thanks,
Hi.
Mommy.
Hi.
Tenarian for Ton says, Mahang my gobos. Work was delayed by 2 hours, and when we finally got going, we had a blackout that lasted 40 minutes. Somehow I managed to finish 1 minute past the hour, and luckily you guys are more late and gay than I. Would miss this particular show with these two guests for the world. Thank you very much.
You guys got fans. You know that?
Yeah.
People like you guys.
Love them.
All right.
They like us.
Wow.
D. Thomas for 10 says, a super thanks because your boy will remember this bit. Omendrez gifted 1 Rumble Premium membership.
Let's go.
Thank you
Everyone love
very
that.
much. Axe for 20 says, howdy y'all, I finished my first chapter. Also, I recommend reading the poem Maud Muller. It's motivating.
Thanks,
you very
Axe.
much. Mercenary for 10 says, hey Craig, I sent a photo of my hat wearing a hat. Have a look. I tagged you social.
Okay, I'll take a look at your hat wearing a hat.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Luigi for 10 says, you know what happens on October 12th? My birthday, bitches!
Oh, wow.
Also, hail to the first town that came to America, Cristoforo Colombo. Happy Colonization Day.
Nice. Hey, real quick, is Dan Bask in the back for Luigi? I think he may be. Is Dan, are you around?
Happy, much happy birthday for you.
A much happy birthday to you, Luigi, from Dan Bask right there. Congratulations.
Let me hit up a couple more because I do have actually like a lot of 10s I want to grab.
Okay.
Grilled Cheese and Joy for 10 says, don't eat vegan cheese. 1 bite will turn you into a bundle of sticks. YouTube won't let me say the word. Wes for 10 says, hey Strawb, just wondering what type of Christian you are, Protestant, Catholic, or Orthodox?
Oh, I consider myself like non-denominational. Like I go to a Baptist church or non-denominational church. I would call myself like evangelical.
Okay. Crundle for 10 says, my vote is for Olive Garden Americans. Pen for 10 says, cute Kara. Chara, both of you. Love your videos, Rev. It was a surprise the first time hearing your voice, though.
Hey, Rev, what, okay, let's talk about that for a second. Just
Yeah.
while we get to super. So there's a little bait and switch there. Right? Which I appreciate. I do appreciate that. Walk me through the process of like, I really want to look.
Being a trap.
Yeah. Well, like, what was the
Oh my God, no. Don't say that.
Well, don't worry. I'm called trans like every day, so.
Yeah. So what was the logic behind the model with pigtails and all that?
So it like wasn't even meant to be a big deal or something that deep. I just always, playing video games or anything, I always play the cute anime girl just because that's what I like to look at. And when I originally got this model, it was like 2022. It was supposed to be like a thing I'd use like every once in a while, like once a week for a video, just mainly so could people like see my reactions and like, it gives them something to look at on the screen. It was supposed to be like a fun novelty, but like people really liked it on the one hand, and also the people I don't like really hated it. So it became something I kind of used stubbornly, I guess. And then it just became a thing forever. And everyone the first time they come in, they're like, huh,
But of course,
but
it
then
was
they get over it
based-
after like 2 seconds.
Right.
Yeah,
But like, of
yeah.
course, it was based on like loosely on like Nico Yazawa. And he thought it was cute. Like we used the same.
my old
I had a
YouTube profile
VTuber, like
picture.
I had a VTuber model, and so I just went to my artist and I was like, we kind of want something like this. We want to make it more unique, more like him, like just something like cute. But it was always supposed to just be like a cute anime girl that he could look at while he was like doing his videos and stuff. Because also he never wanted to have like a thirst trappy guy model, because like most guy VTubers, if you see like a guy, they're gonna like, not all of them, but a lot of them are like very like e-boy, thirst trappy, like sexy, and he didn't want that. So
But if I had a nickel for every time someone would leave a comment saying like, oh, I was a bit confused at first, but then I actually listened to what you're saying, and you seem pretty good. I like you, and I've gotten over it. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I get a million of those, but I get it. Like the thing is, I get it.
Yeah.
Well, I love it. I think it's great. And if you would see the pictures, the VTuber models that people have made for me,
I've seen some of them.
Yeah, they're pretty spectacular. Oh my gosh. Also spectacular as GME64. That is the game master over here coming in with a Phoenix. I got this.
I know. I got you.
$200 super chat saying had caught up on side scroller streams and just for gaming history with 1 or 2 dirty games showing up on the list does not surprise me. We're all humans at the end of the day. Also, Hasan, Diddy Kong Piker is a menace that needs to be stopped. GME with the $200 super chat. And you know what we do with the $200 super chat? We frolic. Let's go. All right. Look at this. We're creating, there we go. Strong frolicking for $200 right there. You guys have all of a sudden, created a brand new meme on the show, which is great.
I love it. It's so good.
We'll need to make this a part of the entire internet here. You guys can put it on if you guys do new streams.
This could be like a good intro or something, like a good loop it for your starting screen.
You know what it reminds me of? Have you guys seen like Shrek 2 and their opening? The ending credits, I think it is, when they're running through meadows. That's you guys. You guys need the accidentally in love song and everything.
Amazing. This is beautiful.
Well, thank you. Do you like this more or less than the other donations?
I like it much more. I'm very appreciative.
Well, I want to let you know that we value you guys as much as we value those other women as well.
Well, thank you. I feel valued. I feel very valued.
Awesome.
That's good. Excellent. Hey, Droxus came in with a $20 direct donation. Says, some props to Strawb. Know you being more open about your faith has inspired others to do the same. You and Rev keep up the good work, and much love to you both.
Well, thank you.
Very wholesome.
Very wholesome, yes.
That is, we are a wholesome show.
Wholesome chungus, for sure.
It's been extremely wholesome today. Very wholesome. Speaking of wholesome, let's talk about another wholesome creator, Asmongold. Did you see what he said about the toxicity of the online left? Because I think that, look, we know that there are different segments of society, right? There's the normal person here that just kind of like, just leave me alone. And then you got your crazy right wing over here, and you got your insane left wing over here. And like, I would like to think that we cater to like 80 to 85% of society, just normal people, right? Who just want to live their life, right? But then there's like the people who are the psychos, and then there's people who are like the perpetually online psychos. And I think that's who Asmongold is speaking of right here when he talks about the toxicity coming from the online left. Let me just kind of play this clip, and I would love to get your reactions to this.
It's fine. Sorry, the left is so toxic. No, it doesn't bother me. Like, there's plenty of people that use that kind of stuff against me. Like, I really, I don't, this is going to sound really bad. I don't even really view them as people. I don't. I view them as like animals. And so whenever an animal gets angry at me, like a dog barks at me, do I really think to myself, am I doing something wrong? Am I a bad person when a dog is barking at me or a raccoon hisses at me? No. I just think to myself, it's a stupid fucking dog. It's a raccoon. What do you expect?
Phoenix, I see you shaking your head.
Absolutely correct, Asmongold. Absolutely correct.
Golly. Let's go and finish this.
And so I don't even really think about them as people. And that's really the reason that's why it doesn't bother me. I'm sorry to say. A painter used to think the same. Really. Listen, the only difference between me and most people is that I say it. That's what I think.
Rev, what say you about Asmongold over here describing people as animals?
Well, I think anyone who listens to Asmongold a lot, you understand how he uses a lot of hyperbolic language. But at a core, I understand what he's saying, that these people, I talk a lot about right now, it's like not even left versus right. I try to think of things as good versus evil at this point. There are people who are just truly evil people out there. I mean, you can see how people reacted to Charlie Kirk being assassinated. And I get at a level what he's saying. He delivers things in a very brutal way, but I get what he's saying, that these people, they're just different. They will not ever come to a real conversation. They're intellectually dishonest. They will treat you and label you the worst things in the world, hoping it results in you being harmed. They know exactly what they're doing. And I get at a point where someone like Asmongold, who I consider a centrist, or someone maybe even a little bit to the left, gets called a neo-Nazi and alt-right, and he's being called Hitler in this clip. Like it's everything is so skewed right now. I understand his frustration. I understand the hyperbolic language he's using in this clip.
Well, like nothing that's being said, just remember, is accidental, right? So the reason why they keep saying the right for everything, the right, it's negative reinforcement. So every single time I show you something bad, I say the right. It makes you very scared to have a different opinion other than what theirs is. So do you vilify, really all it is just a political ideology. It's just like, this is how we want to handle taxes. That's really all it is. But they've turned it into, they've associated it with a certain fascist regime, you know, it's from Germany. They've done a lot of that. As far as these animals being animals, that's true, they are. But for me, it's not necessarily saying the political ideology that they're animals. It's the extreme version of the left. They don't ever think, they react just the way an animal reacts. You put a piece of meat in front of it, it just goes for it. How many times have you seen them say something while blatantly contradicting the very thing that they're saying? There's no thought process. I'd say it's not animals. I'd say more zombies. It's just a zombie horde that follows whatever agenda it is. And you've seen it time and time again where they'll just pivot. Now we believe this thing. And now we're just going to go that way. So I'd say it's more like zombies, and it's not the left. It's the extreme portion of that group.
Right. I think more than anything, what he's trying to say, or what he said with a lot of hard edges, is the idea that he's just going to totally disregard, like it's inconsequential when they are critical of him in any way, shape, or form. Just like, you know, and I think that's honestly totally fair, because we know that a lot of these people are Looney Tunes and they are caricatures of what they think they are at the end of the day. I mean, we have guys running around in T-Rex outfits outside of ice facilities. Like, that tells you everything you need to know.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I'm actually happy. I prefer that than shooting at us. So let's encourage them wearing dinosaur costumes. I like that.
Yes.
But I heard Craig say the word caricature. And I think that's something that people do. They create caricatures of you. If you're different than them in any sort of a way with your opinion, they create this caricature of what you are, and you represent everything they dislike, and you are the most extreme version of that as well. And I remember, I'll share this for like 30 seconds. I was being called a Nazi and alt-right back when I was talking about, the only thing I talked about back like 5 years ago was anime and art. I would talk about artists getting canceled on Twitter, and I would say, hey, you might not have to like the content they're making, but let people express themselves, have freedom of expression. And I was called a Nazi back then for that. Because we all know the core component of the Nazi regime was freedom of speech. They were big free speech advocates. They loved it in the Nazi party. The funny mustache man, he loved freedom of speech. So after a while, you realize these people will create the worst version of you in their head, and you shouldn't waste your time trying to convince them or even have a dialogue with them anymore. It's not worth it. You'll lose your sanity.
Don't throw your pearls before swine.
That's right.
Just remember, this is a group that calls black people white supremacists. Like, if you don't need, like, there it is, folks. Zombies. That's just follow order. That's it. They don't think about anything.
Right.
Well, we have different pockets of society here. And on the other side of society from Asmongold is his name is Cenk Uygur? Is that his name?
Yeah, Cenk Uygur. Yeah.
Cenk Uygur. Well, he has this show, The Young Turks, and he was talking about Asmongold and his thoughts on him. Now, there's a lot of political stuff in this, but this is a political show. But I just thought it was funny the way that he spoke about Asmongold.
Hey, if you're a Democrat and you're criticizing the right wing, now think about it if the shoe was on the other foot. Now, this brother comes along. I don't know who Assman is. People say maybe.
I'm sorry, that's so funny.
Ass man?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what it sounded
like. He thought he was cooking with that one.
Yeah, it's so good.
Ask Asmon if he's an ass man.
Yeah, I bet Asmongold's going to make so much money. By the way, can we please do something about your tabs up here at the top? Whoever screen recorded this, holy moly!
Get some management.
Just a little tab management. Sorry. Yeah, I'm with you on that. All right, continue.
But I've never heard of him, right? And his co-conspirator Jägermeister or whatever, right? But this guy's talking about, oh yeah, run over protesters. I don't mind it, he said. So you don't mind extreme violence, running over somebody with a car, okay? But you know what? Why don't we instead arrest them for?
Right.
I can almost guarantee that what he was saying is that if you're being I'm imagining swarmed by a million people and they're trying to break into your car, I don't think he was probably saying just run over people. I don't think he was probably.
I don't know the context, so
yeah.
I don't even want to guess. But look, we just talked about how hyperbolic Asmongold speaks, right? And I think that's exactly what happened in this situation. But whatever, I don't want to glaze for Asmongold. But let's just hear what he has to say.
Exercising one of the most fundamental American rights, freedom of speech. The one, remember, that you guys all pretended you were in favor of? I know some of them meant it, but apparently a lot of them, including Asman and Jägermeister, didn't mean it. They thought, oh, freedom of speech for me.
Who is it? I have no idea who Jägermeister is. Any idea, chat? No idea. All right.
Me to say that maybe you should be murdered or be made my slave. My freedom of speech, good. And by the way, I wouldn't cancel that. I don't mind him saying the terrible things that he says. Now we know who he is. So, and I'm not afraid of his speech. I'm not afraid that the majority of Americans are going to look at that and go, oh yeah, well, I think we should, instead of having freedom of speech, if anyone exercises freedom of speech in a way that I don't like politically, we should arrest them, take away all their rights, make sure they can't vote, and then turn them into slaves. No, 98% of Americans are going to be against that. But Assman thinks that's a great idea. So he's like, oh yeah.
Have you guys ever heard?
Assman thinks it's a great idea.
By the way, great freeze frame for a thumbnail right there.
Yeah, she stepped out for a second. Oh, I thought you were talking about Strawb.
No, I'm just talking about that right there.
Freeze frames.
That's okay.
That's horrible.
Did this guy apparently try to run for president too? Is that true?
Yes. Yeah. This guy's the grifter of all grifters. So yes, he did.
Okay. All right. And he's the uncle of Hasan Piker, huh?
That is correct.
Okay. All right. It's all kind of making sense.
I'm for freedom of speech unless it's left-wingers. How dare they protest our government? Let's take away all their rights. Did you see what he said? Make sure they can't ever vote again. And I don't know if his followers were like, what an idiot. We said freedom of speech, dumbass, okay? Or if they're like, yeah, we hate freedom of speech now that we're in charge. Let's turn them into slaves.
This is this guy's show?
Is this a parody?
This is what he does. He Jerry Springer's he goes into Jerry Springer mode. It's all bullshit.
Wow. Do they make a lot of money?
Oh my God, do they? They're huge. The Young Turks,
really?
Huge.
Yep. I mean, I saw they have a TV station. I have YouTube TV and they have TYT. I see the channel. Is it just 24 hours of this guy doing this?
Yes, and they used to be back in the day also like edgelords, like the way they would treat women and stuff like that. Like they were doing very similar things the way that like Kimmel, you know, when he came out in blackface, and then they just turned it over, and now they're this image, right? So huge grifters.
Yeah, I've seen the bro tips. Yeah, I've seen the bro tips thing before with Piker. That's pretty spectacular.
That's who they are, really, for years.
Of course. But they found a way to make some money, huh? So, all right.
Well, a lot of money, yeah.
Jeez Louise. Well, anyways, let's go finish up the last 15 seconds here.
13 people watching that show. Who would like that kind of monstrously un-American piece of...
Look, hey, that's pretty dang good. That's pretty good for us, by the way. If we had 3,200 people watching us right now, but I think Asmongold streams to considerably more. By the way, we're on hold on, they have 6 million subscribers and only 3,000 people watching them. Oof,
many
just
such
saying.
cases.
Wow, that's crazy. We're well on their heels right now. We got between Rumble and YouTube, we actually have more than that. That's awesome. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's give it up, guys. And we have considerably less subscribers. So, all right, we're beating the Young Turks apparently, but we're just not making as much money as they are apparently.
Doing it for the love of the game.
Yeah, the love of the game. That's right.
Crap.
By the way, Fundathon coming up in just 2 weeks. No, just kidding. Here we go.
Like that, who doesn't believe in America at all.
I mean, I don't consume content like this. I can't imagine that Asmongold, whatever his name is, I can't imagine that he is watching this show right now either.
I don't think
I was gonna say, do they take any notes? Do they look at anything before they go on here and start talking to make themselves like
they don't need to?
Is this on purpose, or are they doing it like, you know what I mean? Like you're making yourself look stupid. Like, is it supposed to be a joke? I don't get it.
Well, I'll tell you this. They're not like you guys. You guys came on and you were prepared. You guys saw the run sheet and everything. I know because the way you've reacted to some of these stories, which is great. So you guys are true pros. So let's go. Unlike,
we did look through it.
Yeah, unlike the Young Turks over here. All right, one last Asmongold hit here. This has been on our run sheet for a couple days here. As you guys know, we have our Real Game Awards, which is coming up in February. People lost their S about it last year just because we provided an alternative. Apparently, Asmongold is also interested in doing some sort of award show.
As I think Jeff Keighley is the GOAT. I think he is the GOAT, and I cannot even begin to compete against that guy. He invests so much time, resources, energy, and everything. He is so good at what he does, and I can't beat that, right? That's not my expertise, and I don't even really want it to be. But what I will do is I could do the Shame Awards. And I have to say that why is it that I didn't do it last year?
I'll tell you why, because the Real Game Awards existed and we did it all. We already did that. We were shaming people and we got people so mad about it. All right, let's continue. But let's just, as he's saying this, I would like to send the invite out to Asmongold and say, you have an invite to be a part of the Real Game Awards and we will make the Shame Awards happen. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there. We will make this happen. We do not think that Jeff Keighley is the best. I think he's extremely vanilla. I think that he has had a very charmed upbringing, which has led him to a wonderful opportunity to do some things. Now, look, his shows are great, right? But he had a little bit of help on his way there. But let's go to continue.
Number one, I was busy dealing with my dad's health stuff. This has been an ongoing issue now. It's been an aggravating issue on and off for the last 2 years. But also, it was because I was involved in companies that did publishing for video games. And it looked bad for me to be inside and an owner of a company that was a publisher of a video game while I was simultaneously doing shows about how bad video games were, right? And it was like a bad professional look for the company. Now that I'm not really involved with that at all, my hands are untied. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And in fact, I actually had an individual reach out to me yesterday after that tweet offering to help me finance, organize, and create an award show like that.
That was me.
Hi.
Just kidding, it was not.
I'm like, babe.
Just kidding, it was not me.
I'm a little gullible, I guess. Sorry.
No, that was not me. Just kidding. But the offer is there. I think that'd be really fun to do. Just an entire show about the worst, or at least have. That's the one thing that we saw last year was people who were so upset that we highlighted the worst. And that's the thing about our award show is that we actually don't even pick the categories in it. Like the voting members do everything on the show. Our job is just to consolidate everything, put it together, and put a nice, pretty package on it, which we're going to do this year when we do the live event coming up in February. So quick reminder, if you guys are voting members at therealgameawards.com, you guys can actually help nominate categories for this year's award show. So you guys can do that over there right now. So maybe we can get Asmongold involved in some way, shape, or form. That'd be pretty fun to see. So William Nunya came in with the $20 super chat just now. Says, I will explain. It's Jank Uger?
Jank
Uger. He is a progressive communist, hard illegitimate child, refers to Jank's rant as the puppetless puppet show, where he claims that his rant is the internal dialogue of his political enemies. All right, William, thank you for that. I'm more confused now than I was before I started.
I wouldn't call him a commie. He's just like typically like a lot of these lefties, just an incredible capitalist who just understands how to get money from people. That's pretty much what he is. But no, he's a lib. He was a sane lib for a long time, and then he made the switch because that gave him more money, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was gonna say I used to watch the Young Turks when I was in high school, and I obviously had some different opinions in high school. I was definitely a lot more left leaning. I don't think I was ever like a crazy leftist by any means, but I definitely was more left leaning. But I watched them in high school, and I don't remember them being this insane. So
when did you said you were really, I think a lot of people talk about they were left leaning when they were younger, and as they get older, you're right. Yeah, Phoenix was like super
activist.
Like,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. I was going to like parades and everything. So.
Really? Like, what was it for you in which you were like, what am I doing? Or this doesn't align with me anymore. Is there an individual instance that happened and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I met my husband.
Let's go.
I think unironically, when we first met, I remember him telling me he voted for Trump, and I was very upset. I was like disgusted. I was like, I can't believe you'd do this. But at the same time, I still loved him because I feel like I was a normal person that could see beyond that. Even though it would annoy me, I still loved him, and I thought he was a good person. And then slowly over the next so many years, like, I don't know, I just saw everything.
Leaving college.
Yeah, leaving college. Like, I went to school to be a teacher, and my classrooms were giving us books for my middle schoolers on like trans children. So I was definitely being indoctrinated heavily. We were reading how to unpack the knapsack of white racism and white tears and white privilege, like those. And I always wanted to be a good person. And so for me, I was like, well, I want to be a good person. These people are telling me this is how you be a good person. So I need to do what they're saying. And so that's what I did for like basically like all of college until I got out of college and I met him.
It's under the guise of tolerance.
Yep.
It's always like, you want to be a tolerant person. You want to be, right. And it was all with good intentions. And it's funny because you mentioned, you met Rev and you guys fell in love, and you kind of like realized like maybe there was something more than just you or whatever. You see people make those changes once they find a husband or a wife, or specifically like a lot of people change and they realize they change bigly when they have their first kid. Like when they have a kid and you look down at that little, you're like, what? This is bigger than me. And you realize that now your decisions are they actually have consequences.
Yeah,
here,
consequences. And I don't want to sit here and say that he was the only person that changed my mind. Honestly, like it took years of slowly, like my mind changed on many things slowly over the years. And with all this Charlie Kirk stuff, I watched him, and I watched him at first. I thought he was really annoying. But slowly over the years, he would say things, and other people online would say things, and I'd be like, actually, that kind of does make sense. And like, it was just a very slow, gradual change for me from where I was to where I am now, which is
Well, don't worry.
Two
We
completely
saw a
different.
thread the other day saying that I groomed her into being more conservative. And then they said that she groomed me into being more Christian. So we're just it's a grooming circle, if you will. It goes back and forth.
But I just want to make it clear though, because like I do believe that like, you know, obviously I do think he had an influence on me in positive ways. I think we've had influences on each other in positive ways. But like I came to this decision of my own volition as someone who has a brain and is able to think for herself. And I really feel like I was, what's the word? Like when you're in college, like propagandized. I don't know. I feel like they were just shoving things down my throat and making me feel like I had to believe exactly like they believed, because if I didn't, I was a bad person.
Man, Phoenix, I'm sure you can talk a little bit more about that process of just like, hey, do it this way or otherwise. We were just talking about how if you don't line up exactly, you're out of the club, right?
Oh yeah. I've said it a few times. Like for me, like the wake up moment was, like, you know, when I look at Christians, they're very consistent, like whether or not you believe in Christianity, whatever, but they're very consistent. They believe in forgiveness. They believe in love. They try to treat everyone as much as they can with the same respect that they would treat their own loved ones. And then when I looked at what the extreme lefties were doing, the zombie horde, I kept noticing that they were really being very hypocritical, that we need to save this, but these people are evil. And they're almost talking like biblical demon level of evil, where they were subhumanizing people. And my big wake up moment was essentially, you keep calling all these people evil, and I'm not supposed to fact check this. I'm not allowed to have a say in this. And you'd notice that if anyone did, they would be immediately, almost like a cult, taken to the back and like talked to. So for me, I was like, no, I'm going to talk to my neighbor. I'd like to see if they're actually evil zombie, death horde people. And they weren't. They were lovely people. They were just barbecuing and wonderful. And yeah, they had a different opinion of taxes. And that was about it. So I realized really quickly that this is a cult. And my only problem with the left is because there's so many great normal left people, my only complaint with them is like, hey, can you like get your group in order? Could you get them, please help us out a little bit? But that was my big wake up moment, was just the hypocrisy and how much they kept demonizing people.
Yeah, for sure.
And we know what people, I mean, we kind of already talked about this, but we know the rhetoric and how people are dehumanized. I say it all the time. The reason they call you a fascist, the reason they call you a Nazi is because they want to dehumanize you, which is ironic coming from a group of people who are talking about, trying to humanize people and be nice to people and how everyone's bigoted and how tolerant they are. But they call you a Nazi and they do these things because they want to hurt you. They won't do it themselves. So instead, they label you this, and they really do hope someone out there is going to act on it. Someone more unhinged than them will take one for the team and hurt you. And I just wish people would reel people in on their own side.
I mean, you see that on TikTok, right? With people saying, I can't do it. I got kids. I got a job, but we need someone to, the president, right. Or you see that all the time. Like they're not exactly subtle about it.
Well, you gotta reel in the crazies, and I think that's not just on the left or on the right, but just entire society, which is why I am on board for the asylums coming back. And let's just toss all those Looney Tunes back in. That'd be great. All right, let's go and move on and hit our next topic here. Once again, wherever you guys are tuning in, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe wherever you're tuning in. We appreciate that. Join the 23,000 over on Rumble if you guys are watching over on Rumble, or the 133,000 just normal men over on YouTube, which is great, and nearly 2,000 watching over on Kick, which is great, guys. Great to see you guys. Appreciate you guys. Did you know, Rev, that it is Nobel Peace Prize season? Are you aware of this? Yes.
I heard about this because apparently
I'm a little worried about this.
Trump wants one, right? He wants one for the whole Palestine thing. I've seen all the different people talking about it online.
So the Nobel Peace Prize has been awarded as of today.
Oh.
And there was a lot of talk about President Trump potentially getting one, especially based off of some of the news that came down yesterday with ending wars and such. He did not win the Nobel Peace Prize.
Shocking.
This time around.
I can't believe it.
Well,
It went to Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado over here. Now, I don't know anything about this person. I know that she was born October 7th, 1967. And
that's a bit ironic, October 7th.
Oh, that is kind of, there's a lot of irony right there. Anyways, so she won this award, and there was a lot of talk about like why Trump didn't win it. Well, there's also just a little side note here. A lot of people would say it's because he's ending wars, but apparently the nomination period ended like a long time ago. So he wouldn't have won it this year, but he could do it next year. But here's what's interesting about this. People have been saying that President Trump could be in the running for a Nobel Peace Prize, including the winner, Corina Machado, who dedicated her prize to President Trump over here, which is kind of shocking here, saying this recognition of the struggle of all Venezuelans is a boost to conclude our task, to conquer freedom. We are on the threshold of victory, and today, more than ever, we count on President Trump, the people of the United States and the people of Latin America, and the democratic nations of the world as our principal allies to achieve freedom and democracy. I dedicate this prize to the suffering people of Venezuela and to President Trump for his decisive support of our cause.
Did I hit my head or something?
I know.
This is not where I was expecting all of this to go.
Yeah, me neither. There's a picture of Trump reading that right there.
The perfect cutaway picture.
Yes. I did not expect that when I saw this coming from this morning, especially if you were to search Nobel Peace Prize Trump online. It's a lot of people celebrating that he didn't win. And now to see that the actual winner, who's like, by the way, I dedicate this to this person you guys think are as a giant fascist, is gotta really stir fry a little bit in their brain, if you will. They gotta be, I don't know, man. That's pretty crazy. I had this over on X yesterday before this was announced. I said, legit question: if our president was to win the Nobel Peace Prize, how much would it break already broken people? Do you think that it would change the perception of him at all to these people, or would they just think the entire system is broken?
No, it definitely wouldn't change anyone's perception. I don't think you could ever make people. I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say I don't think you could ever make someone who hates Trump think he's not a bad person, but that kind of happened to me actually. Not that I think Trump is this amazing guy, because I don't think he's perfect. I don't think anyone's perfect. I definitely don't think he's perfect. I don't think. He says all the right things all the time, but at the same time, exactly. But it's like, I don't know. Like you said though earlier, a lot of these people, like, they're just not normal, and so I just don't think it would change their mind at all. No, if anything, they would be mad. They'd be more mad.
I was thinking about the hostage situation and how Trump is getting the hostages released, and there are people who hate Trump so much, they're sitting there hoping this falls apart. They're hoping the hostages are not released for the cause they have in their bio, right? But they don't want the hostages free because it doesn't support their narrative. It doesn't support what they're doing. It makes Trump look good. And they would rather have people suffer than to be proven wrong, or to have someone they don't like portrayed or accomplish something in a good light.
I just think it's so sad because, like, I think about the whole conflict in the Middle East, and, like, regardless of what anyone's side is on, I think we could all agree that it's tragic what's happened and that there are innocent people that have died all over the place, and it's just sad. Like, that is just sad. That's a normal person thing to say. It's sad. And I just think it's crazy that anyone wouldn't be happy that it's over at the very least, but also the fact that you always hear about Palestine, and I'm not saying nobody could never talk about Palestine, but you never hear any of these people talk about the hostages that they have, that many of them are believed to be dead, that they've been starved and tortured and kept away from their families as hostages for years and years.
That, you don't hear these same people talk about Christians being beheaded in Nigeria. It's just
But it's
whatever.
it's just crazy to me though. It's like there are hostages that have been there that no one talks about the hostages. No one seems to care about them. It's like it blows my mind. We were just talking about it the other day that there are literal hostages and that these people never talk about it. They act like this is just okay. Like it's not okay.
Well, I saw a super chat earlier. Somebody said something to the effect of like, it's amazing how 90% of those flags just went away today. they're like, oh, well, something, let's move on to the next thing over here.
Right.
Suna Soul Silver says, I was going to say that award ceremonies are a scam, but Maria Corina Machado just did something more damaging than Trump winning it this year. Yeah, actually saying, hey, this is dedicated to him. You know what's interesting here, and I saw this from Benny Johnson over on X, is apparently President Putin from Russia responded to Trump not winning. It says the award lost credibility. The committee discussed the prize for people who have done nothing for the world. He solves complex problems, crisis the last for decades. Right. Like I said, I think a lot of people may not know that the nomination period closed considerably a while ago. So for all the things that Trump has accomplished while he's been in office, those were not eligible for this year's award. I guess I don't know. I don't know enough about the Nobel Peace Prize process. I just know about video game award shows.
My guess is this is a political. That was like a political thing, just to stoke problems in the U.S. Because with Putin saying that, it's like, see, Trump and Putin. That would be my guess.
Yes. By the way, she actually tweeted this out over here as well. This is the same lady, Maria Corina Machado over here, 6.2 million followers over on X. It's amazing how many of these people I've never heard of, especially winning Nobel Peace Prizes. So anyways, congratulations to her. Congratulations to, I don't know. I don't really know how you win a Nobel Peace Prize, but she did it and she dedicated it to her president, which is fine. Hey, quick update for you, Strawb. I know that you felt objectified today, and I apologize for that with some of our wonderful support and targeted, and I apologize for that immensely.
Is that a sincere apology?
DB Wild came in, and he actually used AI over here to... Well, we'll just show you really quick. Here's DB Wild with using AI. You were tagged on this. That was you every time we had a $50 or $100 super chat today, just covering your eyes right there.
Why is it actually cute though?
It looks
It
good.
looks good. What are you guys
should
using
take
to
that.
what are you guys using to make all these actually look so good? You guys are good at this.
AI is crazy. There.
I know, it kind of scares me actually.
I want to see myself committing crimes
did you guys see the Jake, I think it was Jake Paul or Logan, I get them mixed up. Whichever one was, they were making him do makeup tutorials or whatever, they were calling them gay makeup tutorials, and that you couldn't tell if they were real or not. And then there was I don't know if it was AI or if it was actually him, that it was a video that was they're not real, it's AI, and people in the comments were like, I don't even know if this is real or not.
Right. Yeah, the AI stuff is just honestly, it's scary how good it is.
Scary.
And
These
it's not even
going to be framing people and doing all sorts of things. I don't know. It's just bad.
Well, that may be bad, but this has been really good. I want to give everybody a heads up. We are going to finish up our show over on Rumble. The final hour of our show is going to be available over at rumble.com/sidescrollers. I invite you to open up a new tab right now and join us at rumble.com/sidescrollers for the final hour of our show. This is something that we're kicking off this past week as part of our partnership with Rumble and Rumble Premium and Side Scrollers Plus. So do us a favor. We're going to get to some super chats here in just a second. And while Blabs is reading some of those, join us over there because we still got some more stories. We're going to finish strong here on this wonderful Friday. But before we get to our super chats, I'd like to give Strawb and Rev the opportunity to, once again, let everybody know where they can find them.
Well, you can find me on YouTube at Darling Strawb or on Twitter at Darling Strawby. I tweet too much. So yeah, that's where you can find me.
And you can find me on YouTube at Rev Says Desi. Right there, you got it.
There we go. All right, you guys can The links to both of their channels are down below. Please go and find them. Strawb, I seriously, I hope you had a good time today. I legitimately didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable if we did.
It's okay.
She had a good time.
It's okay. I definitely had a good time. Yeah. And I came into your space. So, that's, it's all good. It's all good.
But will you return? That's the question. But
if we can use the frolicking GIF in the future, maybe I will return.
I am giving you a 100% guarantee that when you guys come back to the show, we will frolic nonstop.
That
okay?
sounds beautiful. I would love to frolic.
You know what? How about we frolic one more time as Game Master came back with another.
You actually owe 2 frolics because you skipped over a 50 before from Rumble.
I don't ever want to skip over anything.
We don't want to skip the frolics.
Well, let's frolic really quick. As GME came in and says, for Hasan's uncle, Chunk Yogurt will be a name I will always make fun of. If anyone knows where I got my name, then 07. Thank you, GME. Appreciate that for your wonderful support. And Blabs, what's the 50? Let's get some more frolicking in.
The 50 is from Rumble Zacharek. Is that how you? That's his name. It says keep the frolicking going. That's it.
Let's go. More frolicking.
Yay.
Thank you very much. All right. All right, guys.
Beautiful.
You guys can download it off X, and I'm sure DB Wild will be all on board of that, which is great. I think this will become a regular part of our show now. Is the frolicking, and we're gonna be on the lighter side, more wholesome, if you will, which is great. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. We genuinely appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us. We had a great time. This was awesome. Thank you guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you guys.
If we're invited.
Always. You guys can come back tomorrow. We're not live tomorrow, but either way.
You can stream.
you can stream on our channel. It'll be all right. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Genuinely appreciate it.
Have a good day, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, everyone, go check out Rev and Strawb's channels. Their links are down below. It was super fun, really, really fun. And I honestly didn't mean to make her feel uncomfortable, but you guys ultimately did that with your support. And honestly, it's kind of funny. But still, I appreciate Strawb, appreciate Rev, and we look forward to having them back very, very soon. We are going to hop over to Rumble here in just a second at rumble.com/sidescrollers. And while Blabs reads some super chats here that you guys have supported us with, take the opportunity to open up a new tab and join us over there as we're going to finish strong here on this wonderful Friday and get a little bit extra time going on over there. So Blabs, fire away. What do we got?
All right, Tenarian for 10 says, my aunt once asked me if me and my ex were going to have babies. I said not very likely the way we do it. Can't believe you made me read that. Anyway, Sakurai for 10 says, the perfect duo just like Strawb. I love your daily Devonish. I don't even know what that word is. It's a daily pick-me-up with your Bible readings. A Rev like Ram with your roast of blue sky back to earth. Welcome. Thank you. Lake for 20 says, also hello to the new VTuber friends with whom I'm unfamiliar. Hope you're weird. Tenarian for 10 says, almost forgot the obligatory question. Would the guests eat a puffin? I'm sorry, Tenarian.
Sorry, Tenarian. By the way, I have pinned the top comment over at YouTube to link you directly. You don't even have to type in rumble.com/sidescrollers. You just have to click the link. I know it's hard. Go ahead, Blabs.
All right, sorry, I'm literally still adding supers as I go. Okay,
I'll be right back.
Drake for 10 says, welcome to the VTuber Power Couple. It's nice to meet you, Strawb, I should say. As for Rev, out all your vids I've seen. Can you English, Drake? Oh my God, I've never heard you actually say dessous. He's literally writing down IV and NVR for never and stuff. All right. Drake for 10 says, forcing a dog to stay still that long is not healthy. It causes them to get blood clots. See, you can write perfect English. Thank you. Jelly for 10 says, the more I see stories of Hasan Piker being a garbage person, the more I hate him. He needs to be removed and banned off Twitch. I hope Senk is ashamed of him, or Chank, whatever the fuck. That loser. Tenarian for 10 says, I have a reputation here as a cold-blooded killer who will snap any animal's neck on a whim if they as much as look at me funny in Pal World. However, I'm extremely nice to any animal I don't, intend to eat. I saved a mosquito at work today from a cargo container that was getting blasted with lumps of ice big enough to break bones. My logic behind this is foolhardy rescue operation. They live short enough lives as it is. By the way, donating on Plus Chat is great. Just lets me yap. Just yap, yap, yap. That's me. Okay. Tenarian for 10 says, first of all, Pappy! I missed Monday's show, so I listened to it today at work. Craig, did you know that those bloated whale corpses occasionally drift ashore here, and we have people who are experts at cutting them up in a way that it minimizes the explosion? Kind of biological bomb diffusers. I've got a video if you're interested. I'm interested. Show us. Scooter for 10 says, I had a nightmare the other day where there were a bunch of cultists from the Boomer game, blood attacking my parents' house, but they all had Hasan's face. I woke up sweating. Pal World Montez. Quagmire for 10, an active lurky here. I've super chatted a couple times, but I usually just listen. Blabs, sorry for always telling in the comments. Tell me what? You're all the best Bob and Tom show ever. Hail all. Well, I freaking love the Bob and Tom show. I
Thanks,
freaking love that one. I love them. My favorite segment was the BOP like 4 or 5 years ago. Mr. Floridian for 10 says, I see the left as nothing but demons trying to eliminate all of us. Unfortunately for them, we are calling out their lies and bullshit, and we will not be silenced anymore. Thank you very much. Danny for 11.99 euros. Rev, of course, the funny mustache man liked anime. He was an artist like art. You're basically him.
Thanks,
Okay.
Danny.
Marvelin for 10 says they're funded by a foreign caliphate. They have millions upon millions backing them.
Wow.
Osmani says, reminder, the Young Turks are named after a political group in Turkey that did unspeakable things to the Armenians in 1950 to 1918.
Could you imagine, Phoenix, what we could do with millions upon millions backing us?
Absolutely.
The cultural impact that we could have.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I fantasize about that a lot. Yes.
I know. We'll get there. We'll get there.
So I'm making sure. Saint D gifted 1 Rumble Premium member.
Let's go, Saint!
Shit. All right, okay. Getting everybody ready. Okay. Laguna for 10 says the Young Turks actually inspired a murder of cops, then tried to hide it. Look it up.
No,
Potato
thanks.
Radio says the Young Turks were YouTube partners. The old Young Turks rounded up 30,000 dogs and left them on an island. Also, Hasan and grandparents supposedly were related Q-banjos. Future Qlax says, if you need something safer for big donos, feel free to use Starlight Sally. Posted her on Locals last night.
Thank you, Future Cool.
Aramis for 10 says, for the Mistress of Frolic. Thank you very much. Sirius for 10 says, Chunkin Bumpson mad because in the past year the Turkey news station glazed the hell out of Asmongold. Time to buy some stocks in Chadmangold. Please, Craig, get Asmongold and Kirsha for the Real Game Awards show. And Tenarian says, anyway, what are you guys playing? I'm currently playing Sphinx and Cursed Mummy on PlayStation 2, and I'm reminded that I need to skim through my game collection for my weekly random game recommendation post on Plus. Well, I was just playing Jurassic World Evolution 2. Does that count?
No.
The end.
That's it.
We're caught up on all the 10s, 20s, and up.
Okay. Guys, thank you very much. Whether you guys supported with any value, we genuinely appreciate it. Just know that we can't do the show without you guys. We are going to make the jump over to Rumble now. Grateful Gamer did says, I don't know if this has been said already, but where are all the free Palestine people? Why aren't they celebrating? Oh, Rogue administration bring peace to Gaza? Interesting. Thanks, Grateful Gamer. So once again, I put the link for you guys watching over on YouTube at the top of the chat over there. You guys over on Kick, you're on your own. I know you guys are smart and you can do it. Open up a new tab. Join us over at rumble.com/sidescrollers. We got extremely close to our next Montez goal over on YouTube, but didn't quite hit it. But I'll tell you what, the wonderful 200s and the 50s more than adds up to it. So Phoenix, let's get another Montez in here, buddy.
Round 1. Fight.
Bitch! Montez!
Fatality.
And that is going to do it for us over here on YouTube. Once again, join us for the final hour of the show on Finish Strong Friday here over at rumble.com/sidescrollers. Guys, hanging out over on Kick. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much. I'm going to get you out of here. I'm going to kick you out. Bye-bye, guys. See you later. Have a great day.
Bye, Kick.
And you guys hanging out over YouTube, thank you guys very much for your supports. You guys keep the show going. We appreciate all your support over here. And get outside, touch some grass this weekend. And remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. We'll see you over at Rumble. Bye-bye.